live here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, home of the Dallas Cowboys, the most disappointing franchise in football, and the home of the Big 12 championship game. I am here on stage. Joining the booth is always Joker.
Hi.
Short introduction there. On the sidelines, we will bring in Tiger and the man who has put Kansas State a lifeline here last week. KU on the sideline as well as Soaps in for some analysis throughout the game. So we'll go to Joker here. Joker, can you give us a prediction here as we see Boise State running out of the tunnel?
I think these two were the two representatives of the Big 12 game last year. And I think the result will stay the same, and I think Kansas State pulls out with the win.
Okay. Yes, we are going with I'm going with Kansas State just because I do think they have a little more to play for here, as they are in danger of missing the playoffs. If they cannot get the job done here today, I believe Boise State loses, they should still be all right. So I was going Kansas State, but we'll see what happens here, as Boise State will kick us off here, kick it to the Wildcats, and last year's Heisman winner Avery Johnson will take the field first.
Yeah, let's bring in our sideline reporters. Tiger, who do you have winning this football game?
Hopefully you can hear me. I hope you can, but I'd probably say red flags, because Kansas State, I picked them last time to win by a lot, and they didn't win at all. So there's mine.
Okay, you?
I think if, Avery Johnson really struggled against the blitz last game, and I think if Red Flags tries to employ that same strategy, it might yield a similar result.
You see Avery Johnson threading the needle there right past the line of his hands on the first play. That would have been catastrophic for Kansas State on the first play from scrimmage, but they get a big gain here as they're down to the 50. Johnson has two running backs in the backfield, two receivers out to the right. He's going to survey the field here and check to the sideline. Sends a man in motion. Johnson dropping back again. He's got Edwards again out of the backfield, and another first down for the Wildcat.
And if you're Boise State, you're going to have to throw a bunch of different coverages at Avery Johnson. You don't want to give him too much time in the pocket. You want to make sure that you get to the quarterback and not give him everything he wants.
And Davis on the drag. Davis getting near the end zone. Pushed out up at the 10. So Kansas State, that offense that struggled a little bit last week, showing no sign of struggle here on this first drive. They're going to line up with Edwards in the backfield. Boise State's going to press up. They'll send Edwards out wide. Johnson on the backfield by himself. He's going to take the snap. Going to look. He's going to run. No one's there. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, I think early in this game we can see that you're going to have to probably put a QB spy. You can't just hope your defenders play their one-on-one matchups and their zone coverages and make a big play. So I expect to see some adjustments when Boise State goes back on defense.
There is a lot of buzz surrounding this game, probably more than the other three user v championships we have in the league. But we do have Miami taking on Clemson for a playoff spot in the ACC championship game, and then Texas A&M Ole Miss in representing the SEC, and the Big Ten will be a rematch of last year, Oregon and Notre Dame. As handoff goes to Dunbar, he's going to break a tackle.
Oh my goodness!
But the Broncos get on it. So another almost catastrophic play for the offense, as they will get a gain of yard, though it'll be 2nd and 9. This team without Ashton Genty, who graduated last year. RPO to the tight end, that's Leitner. Leitner pulled down. And a big third down here for this Kansas State defense.
Yeah, I think Kansas State struggled a lot against the RPOs last week. I think that's a smart move to try to get them on a bunch of these RPO plays early in this game.
His handoff. Oh, another one. Strachan makes the catch for a first down. We'll see what the flag is.
Probably an illegal man downfield.
Oh, illegal man downfield on the left tackle. That is crucial, as now you take it from a 3rd and 3 conversion to now a 3rd and 8 here.
Yeah, that's the only risk with some of these RPO plays.
We'll see what they can do as they send pin in motion. Madsen dropping back. Looks like a screen.
Oh my goodness!
It's
Oh
almost
my
intercepted.
goodness.
Can he get the
Oh,
first
what a
down?
move.
It's a nice spin move. He makes another move, and he's going to get on the other side of the field now, down to the Kansas State 49.
I thought that was a pick six going the other way. It hit.
Yeah.
I think it hit the helmet. That's how close that was.
That was almost another interception. 24 puts his hand up, but he can't get the other hand around the running back. And he's going to make the
We're not
catch.
doing that.
As we can just...
Oh, we're not doing that. Oh. Gotta get down.
Just taking some preventative measures there, folks. We're going to see Matt scramble out, slide down for a first down.
That's crazy.
Oh, that was the right move. I do apologize. That was not what I was trying to do. And we see Madsen. He's going to scramble again.
Gotta get down. Gotta get
Madsen
down.
breaking a couple tackles, and he will be pulled down.
You do not want to play that game with the quarterback. Yes, you got 2 first downs out of it, but you do not want to try and play running with the quarterback. If you can get down if you can.
You have to be careful.
Oh,
That's a
wide
nice
open.
route by Strachan. Touchdown, Boise State. So
That was a
Broncos
great-
strike back here.
That was a great route concept there.
The extra point is good. Thought I might have seen a little bit too much power there. We'll tie this game up at 7 with 2:06 remaining in the first quarter.
Let's go down to our rules analyst, Mr. Mason Pope, the Georgia head coach. What are we seeing out there after both teams got a drive?
Yeah, I think when you look at the analytics of this game, obviously State was definitely the favorite. They're ranked number 2 overall nationally in offense, first in the Big 12. And when you look at Boise State on the other side of that, Boise State is bottom 3 in the Big 12 in terms of offense. But you see Avery Johnson with a nice scramble. I think that's the key. The battle of the offenses. Maybe Boise State covers when he plays AI games, does the bare minimum, and is covering that stat page. So his offense doesn't really seem good because obviously in his first drive he drove down the field too. So we're just going to see a battle of the offenses here, and we'll see I think a really good shootout.
Crossbody throw going to gain 6, but like I said, like Jokers pointed out, at the end of that last drive, Avery Johnson, the mobile weapon. Usually we see teams try to counter him, put a spy on, and no such spy has been set by the Broncos. We'll see if they can figure something out here on 2nd and 4 as Johnson going to drop back. He's got all the time in the world once again. That's a 3-man front. He's going deep. He's got a man down near the 15 and pushed out at the 7.
I think that's the danger of trying to play zone against electric and a quarterback that can heave it deep down the field.
We'll see if the Broncos can try to get something going here on defense as we get 1st and goal from this. And Avery Johnson will take the snap. He's got the crosser. Johnson can turn the corner. Pushed out of bounds at the 4. Just to see what they do now with the running back that's going. Edwards lined up to his left. He'll give it to Edwards. Little hesitation. Pulled down at the 2. The flag is going to be for holding. That's the junior center. And that'll push them back to the 13-yard line for 2nd and goal.
And if you're Boise State, with them having to gain 13 yards, you have to make sure they only get 3.
Well, Johnson's going to get more. Johnson's going to go down at the 3. He's got 10.
Probably be the final play of the first period. Let's see if he comes out in anything, and he will not. We'll go down to our sideline reporter, Tiger. Tiger, what are you seeing out there on the field?
Yeah, I mean, watching this game, Ledrick's really opened up on offense pretty strong, and something I'm noticing is it doesn't look like Boise State did their homework. We saw a lot of a different strategy with KU. He blitzed a lot with that double mug look, and it kind of got to disrupt Avery Johnson's timing. And so far, we haven't really seen a lot of that this game. That's, I think, what's allowed Ledrick to drive down the field.
And back to
Bang.
Smith the 1. They're going to go hurry up here. 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to do it again. Johnson,
Wow.
Superman leaping into the end zone. Second rushing touchdown of the day. You know, if you're the Boise State coach there, you see them hurrying up. Do you go time out there to try to get some better personnel?
I think it's hard to waste one.
Yeah, I was gonna kind of agree to that too. I think he was going for it no matter what. Just got to be able to improvise and be able to do it on defense, and I feel like he's going to have to do that to win this game.
Which kickoff will not be taken over the end zone. At the 25. So let's see if this Boise offense can keep up here. Kansas State has put 2 touchdowns on the board in their first 2 drives. So we'll see if the Boise State Broncos can match it. We see the line is loaded to the right. We got 3 tight ends over there with Madison. He's going to fake the toss. Madsen got to go to the running back out of the backfield. That is Dunbar, and he's going to get pulled down after a gain of 2.
Neither quarterback has made an incompletion so far, just to kind of show you the offense in this game.
Nope, not yet, as we see the same formation, but he was not able to get that throw out, and it is now 3rd and long, or 3rd and 8. As we see Madsen trying to read something over to the right. Maybe see something he likes out of this Wildcat defense. He's going to go deep, and it's intercepted. Parrish, the safety, steps up and reads it perfectly, and he's going to take it all the way back to the 24. Now the Kansas State Wildcats are in business. A big interception there. Comes at the expense of the Broncos. We see 1st and 10. Johnson got some pressure finally. He's running out trying to avoid it.
Oh, wow.
A throw across the body. Davis is able to come down with it in man coverage.
See, but that was the right call, though. Like, get Avery off his spots and make him make a tough play like that.
Going to the corner. That's the tight end.
Out of bounds. Or it was dropped as well. I thought that was a touchdown.
So now 2nd and 10.
Gotta hold them here if you're Boise State.
I agree.
Push the back.
You see Johnson. He's going to take off and run again, and no one can touch him. 3rd rushing touchdown of the half for Avery Johnson, and Kansas State takes a commanding lead of this game.
I'm here to tell you right now, Avery Johnson does not have a 6-pack.
He does.
And if you're orange here, 4:39 left in the second quarter, you have to make sure, in my opinion, obviously you want to score a touchdown, but if you can take all the time, you get the ball back at half to get back in this game, take the time off the clock, make sure Kansas State does not get the ball back in the second period. Or if he does, make sure it's less than 30 seconds.
Here's we see Madsen. Once again in the backfield. He's going to actually toss it to Dunbar this time. Going to cut back. Going to get a gain of 3. And he's going to load it up to the left side of the field. You send Boswell in motion there. He's got a bubble screen going out there. Plenty doesn't get the first. 17 blew his block there. And now it is 3rd and 1 for this Boise State team. He will hand it off here. He will get the first down. Fighting for some extra yards. Going to be a gain of 9 for Jambreeze Dunbar. And they get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, Electric's been showing a lot of cover 3 looks, so maybe look for some deep over routes.
And we'll get a gain of 7 there. Hand off to the back, running back for 2nd and 3. So here comes a motion again out of Boise State. He's going to him. He gets the first down, and he's on the other side of the field. That is Lauder, the senior tight end out of California for the Broncos.
I like how patient Boise State has been so far, not really trying to do too much, taking what the defense is giving them and moving down the field.
He's going to get another handoff to Dunbar. He might have had a big gain there, but 56, the big defensive tackle, is right there to plug that gap and limit that gain to 3 yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Here comes this offense again. They got trips outright. Madsen play action fake. He's going to go to the zig, and he will
gave
get
him
the first down. Hangs on through the contact, and that might take us, yes it will, to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, there's a break in the action. Mason, what are we seeing? There's the rules analyst down there.
Yeah, I mean, I think this just goes back to what the stats are showing. You know, Kansas State's a very dominant offense in terms of nationally. They're also the only user in the top 25 red zone efficiency. So when they get down the field, they tend to have success. So that's a pretty interesting stat. And Boise State right now just hasn't had the power to load back. I mean, you got the big turnover that resulted in 7 more points for Kansas State. If you can just shut those out, I think, and score right here, you get the ball back at the second half. You could have a tie game on your hands if you manage the clock. But everything usually doesn't tend to go right in these games. So.
Yeah, we know Electric tends to have a little goes down. Some of them just manage to hit so he can score very quickly. So you don't want to leave him much time if you do manage to punch this in the end zone. So here comes Madsen. Once again on 2nd and 7. He's going to take off and he's going to scramble. He's going to get down for a first down.
I might have gotten hurry up right there.
Well, the clock is ticking down under a minute. We got 50 seconds left. Here he's got 5 wide. He's going to run the clock even more. Madsen dropping back. He doesn't see a lot. He's going to take off again. He's going to be pulled down. And we do see a timeout out of, is that Boise or is that Kansas State?
Kansas State.
So Kansas State wants this ball back, but you're kind of helping out Boise there by taking that timeout. So I don't really understand that one. But nevertheless, once again, we got trips out to the right. Madsen checking to the sideline. He will hand it off. It is an RPO. Dunbar going to fight through contact, get a first down, and it's now goal to go as Boise takes their first timeout.
Yeah, and I think that timeout when Kansas State called the timeout, that helped Boise State more than it hurt them. I think now you're first and goal at the 10, and you got the clock stop as well.
And we see wide receiver on the jet pass, trying to get outside, gets pulled down after a gain of 4. That was a good read by the Kansas State defense, but he settles his feet too early to make that tackle.
Interesting that Kansas State called another timeout there. One left in the half.
The bubble screen is wide open. Pintry going to walk in. Touchdown, Boise State. That was a good play call there to hit him with the RPO. DBs were ready out there. The receivers did a good job of holding their blocks on that play. And Boise draws within 7 with 24 seconds left in this first half.
And 24 seconds. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it confused. It's still plenty of time for Kansas State and Avery Johnson. So, yeah, if you can see the possession time, Boise State took a lot of the clock in that second quarter like to do it, and only gives Kansas State probably 4 plays to try and get in the field goal range.
Yeah, well, most certainly Avery Johnson can score and will score from here if given the opportunity. And he's got some pressure. He's going to go across body. He makes another throw to another Johnson out there, and they're going to get across midfield.
Yeah, and I think yeah, go on, KU.
I was going to say, I think in that situation, you got to play some man too deep coverage because he's just going to pick apart these zones.
Johnson gonna scramble. Johnson hardly hangs on, but that's a timeout that Kansas State did not have to use until they're ready to run their field goal team out here. So now look, something to the sideline. Boise State comes out in that double mug formation.
The
DBs are
press
going
is
to press.
dangerous. Press is
DBs are going
dangerous.
to press. Is it going to work? Oh, it has
No.
been intercepted. Fulmer pulled down in the end zone. A bad throw from Avery Johnson. He was facing pressure, overshoots his man, and Trayvon Tolmere there. And the Broncos will kneel it out and take it to half. So they avoid allowing Kansas State to make it a two-possession game for halftime. We will head into the locker rooms with the score: Kansas State 21, Boise State 14. As we go down to Tiger on the sideline. Tiger, were you able to get any word from either of the coaches as they exited the field?
Yeah, well, we've talked to Electric, and he was really, he said he was going to come out firing this game with all of that talk around him not making the playoffs after that upset last week, and he's really firing out on all cylinders on offense so far. Just trying to get a little too much there at the end of the half, though. But he's in a good spot right now, I think.
We will see if they keep it going. As now they got trips over to the left. We see safety coming out, pressure. Cam Gaines break free. He gets 4.
That was dangerous for Kansas State to bring basically everyone up. If he got through, that's a touchdown.
They're gonna flip the field again.
There's nobody deep here.
Someone gets open.
Gonna flip the play again. Time running down. You do got to be careful. Do not get a false start. Now Kansas State comes back, and that's a false start.
Yeah.
Playing with it too
5
much.
yards.
I think they had it the first switch they did, and you try to play with that a little bit too much, and sometimes it comes back to bite you.
And so we'll see is Madsen gonna make a check out wide. He's got 3 receivers out there. Madsen, he's going deep. He's got a man wide open.
Oh my goodness!
25.
The jump.
The freshman out of Colorado makes the play. But you got to think if that ball's in stride, that's in the end zone. But they do get the big gain, and the inside zone play is blown up, and he will get back to the line of scrimmage. So the big play, it could have been bigger. But
in field goal range.
They are in field goal range. They do have, they're in the range for points. As Madsen gonna throw the crosser. That's to Hanam again. Gonna pull down after a gain of 4. Bring up a big third down for this Kansas State defense.
I think this is one of those games where both offenses are so efficient that you almost might want to play soft zone and just make them try to go as many plays as you can.
Madsen dropping back to the running back out of the backfield, hit hard by Jacob Parrish. 4th and 5, so some decisions to be made, and we're going to come out in field goal formation here.
Yeah, and I like this call. This will be
This is good. So Boise State gets points. They get 3 on the big play, but Kansas State stands tall down near their end zone, and they hold on to this lead with 3:34 left in the game. As Mason, we've talked a lot about the offensive, but what did you see out of Kansas State there towards the end of that drive that ended up with a different result?
Yeah, just holding strong on defense. You got to get the stop there, get 3 points, because everything was going right for Boise State, and that tends to not happen. You still didn't get what you wanted from Boise State. I think you got the momentum out of this huge defensive drive for Boise State. A really good stop by Kansas State there, kind of going against their normal grain. Statistically, they're not a good defensive team.
Everybody dropping back. We've seen a lot out of this. There's 4 men.
He's going to get there!
Here comes the defensive tackle to make me eat my words. Braxton Felly, the senior out of Utah, gets to Avery Johnson. That is usually what ends up being the downfall of Kansas State. When they lose, it's because they start giving up sacks and pressure. It's to Avery Johnson. They're going to bring more. They're going to hit the running back. Edwards with a big play to answer. He's got some space. He might go.
Yeah.
Makes a move, and he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Kansas State. So a big momentum buster there for the Boise State Broncos. as Electric will take a 2-score lead in this game.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest danger in man coverage is the backs. Their backs are so fast out of the backfield, and especially when you get one of those routes like that where they cross your face, it's going to be tough to defend on one-on-one.
You know, Edwards, the speedy running back there, hasn't had a lot of success on the ground, but what he doesn't have on the ground, he makes up for through the air. As Boise State now, it's go time. I think this is
again.
Touchdown or bust here for the Broncos. As Madsen's going to scramble, not far, he's going to get gain of 2.
You've seen a lot of mind games out of Kansas State on defense. They're showing that they're pressing up and then send it back before the play gets called. So a lot of mind games from Kansas State on defense.
As Dubar pulled down for gain of 4. So 3rd down and 4 here for Boise State. Just motion out wide. Madsen. He's going to hand it off, and he's going nowhere.
You got to go for
5.
that. Yeah.
I think you do have to go for this. This is just the hand you've been dealt.
And that was the right read, too. Everybody was just on the line.
So 4th and 5. Play action, fake. They'll go to the zig. Dubar broken up. Jacob Parrish in on the stop again. And you got to think if Kansas State can punch it in the end zone here, that might ice this one. So man in motion, Johnson once again. He's going to scramble. He's got the 1st and more. Pulled down at the 16. We see Johnson again. They send pressure. The zig route to Brown. He hits him with a nice hesitation, and he's in. Touchdown, Kansas State. And the Wildcats are starting to run away with this one.
Yeah, Kansas State has clearly figured out something with this defense. They're not even trying to run the ball. They're just trying to take advantage of all the matchups on the field they've got.
As the kickoff will not come out of the end zone. So Boise State, you got to score. You got to score quick to get back in this one.
And the Boise State offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it.
And here comes Madsen once again. Gonna drop back to throw. He's gonna scramble again. Madsen makes a man miss. Madsen's got some space. Madsen gets across midfield all the way down to the 38.
That was a big play that he kind of needed there just to show some life. If you could score before the end of this quarter, I think you're in good shape to still have a puncher's chance in this game.
Hopefully Madsen dropping back once again. He's going to the corner route to the 5.
He caught it! Touchdown!
Just a 50-50 ball, and the tight end's able to go up and win that one. Touchdown, Boise State. And they have triumphantly turned the conversation here with 9 seconds left in the 3rd quarter.
It's exactly what I talked about and exactly what he got just right there. So you get a stop, you get a pick, you get a fumble, make Electric give you this football back. With the score being the same, you still have a chance.
And I'll go down to Mason here. Defensively, Boise State has not adjusted well to Avery Johnson. We keep talking about, well, maybe they need to be by. Can you try to kind of explain the reasoning why Boise State's sticking with what they've got and not spying Johnson on every play?
I don't think.
Honestly, mate, I agree.
No.
The analysis is Edwards is going to get the 1st down.
Now they go to the run.
Yeah, trying to milk some of this clock off. We have enabled shoot clock on the Kansas State sideline from the looks of it. As Johnson will take one more snap. Johnson running around wild. He got open space to shoot a throw cross.
Wow, what was that?
Intercepted. Just not a smart decision by Avery Johnson, the senior quarterback, showing a rare blunder. And Boise State has life as we enter the fourth quarter.
And Electric's gonna give you a couple of those every single game, where he's gonna make a play, but he had 30 yards on the ground in front of him, and he didn't take it.
Yeah, I was gonna point that out. I felt like if he just kept that ball, he definitely gets probably towards midfield.
Oh, they're all over the wide receiver sweep for a loss of 3. As this clock continue to tick, you got to go quick here. You do not want to give the Electric the ball with less than 3 minutes remaining, because if you do that, there's a good chance that you don't get the ball back. Madsen going to the opposite sideline. What a catch. These Boise State receivers, you think they don't want to win this game? They are putting their body on the line, and they have made some great catches down the stretch of this ball game. So we see Madsen again.
He's got him.
Madsen, he's going deep. Beat him. He just overthrew him. I don't think that the result of that play, you put it where no one can get it. I mean, it looked like he had a step on him off the line, so maybe he makes that play. But at the end of the day, you live to play another day. As the screen pass, Electric does really good at shutting those down, and he's going to shut this one down for a loss of 4. Bring up 3rd and long here as the clock will tick under 5 minutes.
You get to me anything within 4 yards of the first down, we're going for this.
We're going for it no matter what. I think this is do or die, in my humble opinion. Tight end,
that's
corner,
a red!
picked
Oh my God!
Oh, he drops it.
Oh, the coach is just say go for this. So I guess
Yeah, I think
you
have
to.
Yeah.
4th and 14. This is the game here for the Broncos.
Showing deep, you might want to hit one underneath and run it past.
Madsen dropping back to throw. Crossing route. Can he break a tackle?
Got him.
First down, Boise State. Got me so excited. I'm saying touchdown over here.
Oh my gosh.
First down for Prince Stranham, and Boise State lives to fight another down.
That's insane. Oh, the safety.
He does a good job to avoid it, but he gets a gain of 1. As I don't think the run game is an efficient way to get back in this game if you're Boise State. But we will see Madsen dropping back once again. He's got everyone covered, and he's going to go down. So 3rd and 12 here. Clock is now ticking. Under 3.5 to go in the game.
Gotta get just close to the first down, in my opinion.
Oh, Matt!
My goodness!
Can he get there?
Oh, he never said it!
Oh, that's one you hate to miss, but the tight end just can't outrun him. And now on 4th and 12, they're going to need another play to keep the game alive.
Man across the board here.
Madsen goes to the crosser,
Oh my
and it's
gosh.
knocked away. He had a couple guys that may have had a step deep.
Yeah. I think he had room to run. Everybody was manned, and he had room to run there.
Kansas State just needs to milk this clock,
Yeah.
and he will go deep to Dylan Edwards. He's got it, and he's going to celebrate showboat
At the
into the end
15.
zone, and that one will ice the game. Touchdown Kansas State, as he will go up 42-14 as he hits this extra point.
Here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
The life has been sucked out of the Boise State sideline as Kansas State appears like they have gone back-to-back in the Big 12 title game over the Broncos, and will more than likely take the spot Boise State as a first-round bye Not quite sure how that one's gonna work out
Oh,
as Madsen hit as he throws. So 2nd and 10 here, Boise trying to get something going here. As I think Boise State will be more than all right in terms of staying in the playoff. Well, then again, I don't know. What was Kansas State ranked when
4.
they were ranked 4? Okay.
and they fell to 10. So
So they might fall. We don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see
We also,
their championship games be
myself,
played.
do we have the Boise schedule? We have their best wins.
I do know
think
their
not sure.
losses to those Missouri Tigers and Shake, who are
Yeah,
also on
we
the
don't-
bubble trying to get in.
We don't have the schedule up right here, but I mean, they did play. I know they played
Circle.
oh, KU.
multiple years.
We do not say what buttons are open.
He already.
We
You
do
do it.
not give
I
him a
think
third eye. The
the
field
Kansas coach obviously
really has a winner.
trying to get these Broncos back into this one.
He had the read before me. He knew where it was going the whole time. I was just trying to Tony Romo it.
He's going across the middle, and
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Pick?
Parrish has had a couple of drops today on picks, but he was hit as he threw them. So Madsen,
Man across the board again.
throw. He's going to the end zone.
Oh,
My goodness, what a catch! You just gotta wonder, even though the result of this one's probably set in stone, that one's definitely gonna end up on Sports Center in the morning.
Look at the possession time here. 15 minutes to 6. I mean, you would think, but Electric just hit some big plays in this one.
So Madsen is gonna go to the out, and the 2-point is denied.
It's just a hard route to hit against man coverage.
So it will be inside kick time. Can the Broncos stay alive in this one? They're going to touch it before it goes 10. So 1 first down should end this game, as Johnson has Edwards lined up behind him. And handoff, he's going to be stopped in the backfield for a loss of 3. So Boise State, can they rise to the occasion when they need to? Second and 13 now, Johnson under center. And off goes to Edwards again, and another stop. 3rd and 17. You get them off the field here, you still got a fighting chance in this one. That is, of course, assuming that Electric punts, which he's not known for doing often.
You
but,
gotta watch
yeah,
Edwards here out of the backfield.
Johnson making some checks. He will drop back to throw. Everybody's going deep. Johnson breaking,
There's no way.
tacked. You just gotta wonder.
no
He's gonna
way.
scramble. He's gonna get stopped. 4th and 7. So do you punt or do you go for it? You're gonna punt, which is something that I didn't know Kansas State had a punt on their roster.
It's a fake!
But he will not fake it, and he will just take a fair catch. I don't hate that. He had somebody ready there trying to light him up, but you know, you get a 1-point touchdown here.
Yeah. Opportunities.
You're
Right.
still here.
I mean, Electric's been showing a lot of man coverage, and that could get busted pretty easily.
Oh, he saw him, but it was too late. Kansas has been beat on the DBs. It seems like they've always been one step behind this wide receiver core, Boise State. They're going to go over the middle here to Payne.
Good
Well,
move.
Ham Payne
To hurry it up
got
here.
broken. We shall see what we can.
Yep. Press coverage again.
Does he do
Cut
it?
somebody.
Pressing up. He's going
Gotta hit
deep.
one of those.
Oh, and it's almost intercepted.
If he throws this on the other side of the field, I think that's a touchdown.
I'm
Exactly.
glad someone else said it because I hate being that guy, but he was behind the DB.
Yeah, but we're playing hypotheticals.
So the course coverage, but yeah.
Gonna get
Gonna
down.
be brought down. That's the second sack on the day for Kansas State.
Caught. 4th and 6. The first down. Bigger than this touchdown.
So the final spot on the game, he's going to go deep to the sideline, and Payne's going to intercept it, and that one will end the game. VJ Payne, the safety out of the state of Georgia. We will take a knee with the Kansas State Wildcats, who have retained the Big 12 championship here today and have clinched their spot more than likely in the college football playoffs.
Well, we have got some racing to do, so we're going to get to our
some racing
interviews.
To do. We will jet these interviews really quick as we do have some racing. NASCAR Heat 5 is almost back, but we'll go to the winning coach. Electric Days, back was against the wall here today with the threat of losing your college football playoff spot. You come out, Avery Johnson has an Avery Johnson type day, and you clinch a spot. Talk to us about the adjustments that you made 1 week to this week that helped change the result.
Just once again, I told people, don't run what KU did, not at all, because that will not work at all. Avery Johnson showed y'all
what you did.
I mean, I showed why it wouldn't work if you blitz me. It just wouldn't work. We have a great QB behind. And we have a great QB, you know, Avery Johnson, once again, 3 touchdowns on the run. And actually, 3 touchdowns on the run and on the pass. 2 of the picks, one of the picks I wanted to talk about was the Davis one. I high pointed it a bit too much, so that's why it was a pick. That was my fault. But, Avery Johnson, there's no doubt in my mind that I was going to lose this game. I always go into every game thinking I'm going to win. Just thanks to him, Dylan Networth, and them, and a great defense. Great job for them. Thank you, Hell State, very much for pissing me off, too.
No problem, anytime. Anyone else got any questions for Electric?
Yeah, Electric, Dylan Edwards seemed like he was big for you, whether that was running some plays way down the field or a couple in routes. Like, talk about how he performed today for you.
Yeah, I mean, Dylan Edwards, he's going to be a senior next year. Hopefully he's not, I don't think he's graduating, so he's going to be a senior next year. He's going to be here after DJ Giddens leaves to go to the NFL. And he's a really good running back. We use him a lot for receiving back, as y'all can see. We don't really run the ball as much. We're not that type of team. Not yet. So, just great job for Dylan Edwards to show up in what we need him to do.
I have a question.
Go up.
Hello. Will you wreck me tonight? I'm kidding. Who's your biggest threat, you think, if you have to pick one person in the playoffs?
If I look at the board, if I look at the board, I don't have any threats. I would like to say that, like, nobody's a threat to me. If we can lock in and start actually playing, nobody's a threat. But let's play it seriously, though. You know, if we do have possible threats, people that's possibly gonna knock me out. I actually got moved to 3rd now, as I just seen on the board for the CFB bracket. So I will be playing whoever comes out of Ohio State or Mississippi State.
I think they'll change. I don't think.
No, they flipped it right there. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, like you said, the people that will possibly be a threat, Georgia, I give them one. Oregon, another one, and Ole Miss. That's probably it. They're probably gonna give me a little tough challenges, but I still think Avery Johnson is and the team is gonna be able to pull away.
Thank you. Okay, well, we'll move on to Orange. You should still be in the playoffs. With you probably have to travel on the road for the first game. Where are some things that you can kind of take away from this game to kind of adjust for the playoffs?
Um, well, Maddox Madsen, he's been a really good quarterback for me this year, and he's definitely not the biggest reason why he lost, but there was some throws in that game. He's didn't really put them on the money, and there were some big throws like the one where I would have had a touchdown in stride, or the screen pass where there was a lot of green field ahead, and he just threw it behind Dubar, so he had to turn around and get it. Throws like that, but heading into this game, the defense I knew was going to be a problem. It's just not as good as it was last year. Um, so I tried to work around that, but learning, getting better at this game, and it was fun playing electric. GG's, and hopefully
GG's, man.
we still make the playoffs. I
Hmm.
think we should, and I'd be shocked if we didn't. But game's weird, but hopefully we do. It's gonna be fun playing it if I make it.
Yeah, talk to me about that. The playoff committee here. We saw how the strength of schedule was when they dropped Kansas State all the way to the last spot in. Um, Dude lost to Kansas. Talk to us about sort of your pitch to the committee, I guess, as to why Boise State deserves to still play for national championship.
Uh, I think when it comes to outperforming with a not so good team, I'm definitely probably around best in the league, if not top
Oh,
three when it comes to that. This Boise State is definitely not that great, not that great yet. I'm building up a good recruiting class, but I definitely think this team can make some noise in the playoffs on the right day because the potential this team has is outstanding.
Yeah.
okay, you.
Yeah, just talk about one area you think that, you said you had a good recruiting class coming in. Talk about one area you'd like to see your team be better at next year.
Um, Definitely linebackers. I feel like there was a lot of plays I could have made in that game against Electric where with a faster linebacker I could have made, and hopefully like we get some better linebackers. Running backs pretty much set for the next few years. Same with wide receiver. Wait, hold on a second. All right, my bad. um, Definitely making the strength of the corner position better. Ever since we lost Amari and McCoy, our pass defense hasn't been the best when it comes to the defensive back. So improving on stuff like that would be huge.
Okay, Hell State,
Yeah,
you want
well,
to wrap up
that
our
is
stream?
that is it. We will wrap it up here. We don't know when the other three championships will be played. Hopefully soon, but stay tuned for the SEC, Big Ten, and ACC championships as we are here in College Championship Week as we draw ever closer to the third NC Performance League College Football Playoff. For Joker, Mason, KU, and Tiger, I am Hail State signing off from Dallas.